Whitetail Explorer.
Don Barry Jr. is chasing giants in Iowa.
I'm talking about right there. As whitetail hunters, we're all explorers. We're always out there exploring for a better food source, bedding areas, looking for tree stand locations, exploring for rub lines, scrape lines. We're no different than the big mature whitetail bucks themselves. Whitetail Explorer, we're glad you joined us.
Whitetail Explorer is brought to you by Millennium Tree Stands, Hornady, Matthews Archery, Muzzy Broadheads, Nocturnal Lighted Knot, Block Targets. Come along with Stan Potts and his team as they hunt big bucks on Whitetail Explorer.
Folks, thanks for being here at Whitetail Explorer this week. We are headed to Iowa with Don Barry Jr. and Don is bow hunting, and something happens in Don's bow hunts this year that we can probably all relate to. You don't want to miss it. So let's head to Iowa with Don Barry Jr.
Well, it's my first day out in Iowa. Excited to be down here. Really excited to be down here. We're out in an old railroad bed. That's just a great travel corridor for these deer. Well, it's a great morning to be in Iowa. I really like hunting these days. It's overcast. It's spitting a little bit. There's a big low pressure system coming in. The barometer's dropping. Hopefully get these big bucks on their feet. I've already seen a smaller buck chasing some does. So there's been some activity. Hopefully one of these big guys will show up. The buck was pretty mature, but just not something we're looking at shooting. Kids are coming later in the season, so be a great deer for them to take. A cool looking frame though.
Give me a second. Thank you, Lord.
This segment is brought to you by Hunter's Safety System.
Stan, my question is, I hear a lot of hunters say, I seen a 1-year-old, a 2-year-old, or 3-year-old. What is the only real way you know the age of the whitetail deer?
Clay, I love that question. Aging a deer on the hoof out in the field. One thing, people that don't have a lot of experience doing that, one thing I think that would work real well for a person like that is look at the legs in relation to the body of the deer. When a deer gets older, like 5, 6, 7 years old, he starts to have the appearance of short legs. That is that their body is getting bigger, so their legs appear to be shorter. Obviously, they're not. And then look at a deer, if he seems to be slender in the body and his legs appear to be long and slender legs, longer legs, that's usually a younger buck, at least younger than 4. So that might help you if you don't have a lot of experience in the field. Hunters out there, use that, and that will be a pretty good barometer to go by. Thanks for the question, Clay.
I'll still add in Iowa. It got pretty much washed out this morning with the spot. Just rained hard and blew all morning. Never saw a single deer. So we decided to switch things up. We're over at a totally different part of the farm. But really cool spot, overlooking the big bottom here. You're looking out there, there's some huge rubs, scrapes, a lot of activity down here, not a big trails all tore up, so we got plenty of daylight left. We got here nice and early, so let's just wait it out and we'll see what happens.
Don Jr., I'm telling you what, all those bucks, he had bucks bedding down, you know, close to him. I mean, when you've got that much action going on, I mean, you are keyed up. That is exactly why we hunt. Now let's get back with Don Jr.
It's the 9. I'm gonna shoot.
Welcome to Property Goals with Mark Beck. This segment is brought to you by Illinois Land Sales and Auction.
Welcome back, everyone, to Property Goals with Whitetail Explorer. This week we're going to be talking about bedding areas, and as you can see here, I'm standing on a tree I cut. In the background here, there's a lot more I've cut down. I got more to do, but what I'm doing here is creating this. These cottonwoods got real thick, kind of enclosed the canopy. Sunlight wasn't hitting the forest floor, and if you get too much of that, guys, you just don't have any carrying capacity. You lose food. All these common plants that we think are weeds are deer food. So when we get that sunlight back on the forest floor, you're going to get blackberries, raspberries, common ragweed, mare's tail, pigweed, all types of different plants that deer will eat. If it's just a forest floor, there's nothing there for the deer to eat. There's nowhere for them to hide. So we're going to create bedding areas by cutting these trees down. Cut your hackberries, cottonwoods, soft maple, stuff that aren't worth anything. Get them out of your timber, lay them down to create those bedding areas. So that's our property goal this week. Join us next week for another property goal on Whitetail Explorer.
Well, it looks like my buddy Don had a swing and a miss, but don't go anywhere. Stay tuned. He may get another chance.
Whitetail Explorer is brought to you by Millennium Tree Stands, Hornady, Hunter's Safety System, Third Arm Camera Tree Support, IQ Bow Sights, Illinois Land Sales and Auction, Springfield Archery, and books by Potts.com. Welcome to Capture the Hunt with Barry Greenhall. This segment is brought to you by the Third Arm Camera Tree Support.
Hey guys, I'm Barry Greenhall with Capture the Hunt. On this week's segment, we're going to talk about solo cam filming, and this is my setup that I use all the time. This camera here is my main camera. I try to put the base about waist level, and that way it's always down here where I can comfortably stand and film everything that's going on. This is the main camera. This is the one that's going to capture everything that's going on. I use a second camera right over my shoulder, almost as if somebody's filming me. And I always try to predict kind of where I think the shot's going to be, so I point that camera right where I'm going to try to take that shot. We can't always predict that, but if you can kind of get close, this camera might be able to help you capture something that you may miss on this camera. Having it set up like this, I've gotten several really cool impact shots right over the shoulder using this camera like that. It's worked out really good. Third camera that I use is right up here. It's an action camera, and I always try to get just a cool shot. Like this one's pointing down on me. It's an angle that I'm not going to get with these other two cameras, and just kind of give me a really cool look. A lot of times I'll point that camera, you know, I'll have it out here in front of me and point it back toward me and get a totally different shot. So hopefully these tips will help you capture the hunt.
Well, last day in Iowa, it's cold. The deer are already moving. We already got a few deer out in front of us. We've got a decent buck. It should be a lot of activity night. Last day. Hopefully we can make it happen. Oh my God. Wow. I have been waiting all season for that. I had my chance at them earlier. Missed them for whatever reason. That is awesome. I saw him on the other side of the beans a couple fields over. Didn't think he was going to make it here before dark. Came out perfect. I think it was about a little over a 30-yard shot. Locked it behind his shoulder. And there he is, laying right out there. Man, I mean, people talk about it, here it is. It's the last, probably 20 minutes of the last day of the season. There, he made it happen. What a great, great feeling. Holy cow. Just an Iowa stud down on the ground. I couldn't be happier. Holy cow. Oh, he just got out of the tree. We done the far track job. He ran, I don't know, maybe 50 yards from where he hit him. He's laying right here in the beans. So I'm still shaking, man. Let's go get him. Here he is, my Iowa Giant. Been hunting hard all season, and man, paid off tonight. We had a close encounter with this deer during the rut. Missed a shot then, but had a chance at redemption tonight. Man, it's just a perfect night to be out. Cold, really cold. So we're sitting on some beans. Came in last minute, and gets about a 30-yard shot, and made a great shot. You see, just kind of blew him out here. But man, I got to thank Ethan Ford behind the camera. He's been with me all season, working hard at it. Steve Snow helping, setting these stands up. I mean, it's just been a team effort, you know, getting a deer like this. So, boy, did it pay off. I mean, just the mass, all the character this deer has. It's just a awesome experience. What a great way to end the season. Hard to put words to it, but what a blast! What a blast! What an animal. Been around the farm for a while and finally caught out with them. So what a great feeling, man.
Folks, I hope you enjoyed Whitetail Explorer this week, but please come right back here next week. Join Don Barry Jr., Mark Beck, myself, and all of our team for great whitetail action. Whitetail Explorer. See you next week, same time, same place, right here.